Book review. Book review. Hello, I am Aaron, calling Quindoza of HU04, grade 11 student, 17 years old. Um, Aviola bag, yay! So, first of all, I'm sorry if the quality of the video is not good, and maybe even the sound quality is not good, but please bear with me because what we will do today or this time is a book review about ta-da, The Best House by Jim Crace, published in 2007. So, a book of the 21st century. So, this is about this dystopian post-apocalyptic um, setting of America. Oh no, this is not the modern era where there are phones, there are computers and whatnot. The technology is on the rise. This is a time, in the old times of villages, settlements, and goat skin and herding goats, sheep, horses, yeah, horseback riders. This is that time, and this is also a time of natural uh, degradation of America. Um, Everything is crumbling down. Everything is falling down. The apocalypse happens because of nature, the destruction of nature, in the sense that farms become toxic. Um, Not much plants can grow. Um, Forests left unchecked. So much undergrowth. So much, uh, so much brushes that it's nearly impossible to traverse. And mudslides, landslides, storms, and the constant problems with humans, robberies, crimes, rape, and whatnot. Since people, because of this, the destruction of America, are in constant migration eastwards. They want to reach the shore because they believe that in the shore, with ships and sailors there, ships, not sheep, they can go to the east where there is more prosperity and practically unaffected by the calamity that's currently happening in America. So our main characters are Margaret and Franklin. Franklin being a 6+ footer, tall, big guy, and Margaret being a beautiful redhead, uh, white, beautiful redhead. So they meet in a pest house where Margaret is currently residing, covering in her flux. Flux is called about the um, disease that's currently killing almost everybody. And well, something's happened. Margaret, at that time, was completely rid of her body hair, and uh, because they believe that the sickness thrives in hair, so they had to remove that. So by time their relationship got developed, they became traveling companions. Um, with Margaret finally getting better, Franklin taking care of her, um, they are in constant travel eastwards. They meet other people and meet bandits. Yes, they meet bandits. Margaret, being such a beauty herself, um, could have gotten herself raped if not for his obvious sign of illness, which is no body hair. And people know that if a person has no body hair, that person is inflicted by flux. And flux would kill a person by 2 hours at the very least. Yeah. And Franklin, on the other hand, got enslaved. Oh, so they got separated, but they were in a constant search for each other. So they do not know what happened with each other, but they are in constant search for each other. They had to fend for themselves. So Margaret, uh, with different strangers, whatnot, mistrusting her because of her uh, deviant look, deviant look of sickness, and Franklin being a soft giant slave could just follow. So the most memorable part in here is at the end where they finally reach the coast. Of all those problems, they finally reached the coast, but they decided to stay and go back to where they first started because they can live. They no longer need the safety, the formerly perfect safety that they thought about the East because nothing's much in there. But so I like this book. I like this book because first of all, the vocabulary it has. It's not so deep, but it's not so light. You can learn so much words without having difficulty in learning them. And you can enjoy the book because of the compelling story. For me, it's compelling, yes. Um, Maybe the cover is not that attractive. Attractive. Look, a door, a hand. Not much, right? But when you open it, I promise you, it's good. I like to see. I like to use feminism and archetypal uh, in criticizing this book. Commonly, um, men are portrayed strong, right, and women are are more on the depending side. But here, especially when Margaret and Franklin got separated, they had to fend for themselves. Margaret took care of a baby while escaping rapists, right? Franklin being enslaved, even though he's very large, he is such a soft-hearted giant, being enslaved. See, going by archetypes, with Franklin being a big, tall, muscular body, you think that, wow, he's this brusque, barbaric, strong guy, but no, he has a soft spot. No, actually, his personality is soft. Margaret, being the beautiful, she's not big, she's actually emotionally strong, and uh, she's amazing. So I like this book. This is about see, this is published in 2007. Most of the books that I have read are from 1900s, 1950s, 1960s, and whatnot. I like this book because there there is the story, the um, good ounce of romance, a good aspect of this dystopian setting, which I like, and the abundance of description. The time. Well, if there's one very important thing that I've learned in here in 21st lit century class, 21st century lit class, is one word: read. Read, 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 read. There's so much to learn, there's so much to know. There's everything in books that you just have to open one, read one, and then it's a series, just continue reading. Everything that a book details, everything that a book tells, the story, the perspective it holds, it's good, even though it may be fiction, but it's a source of reflection that you're gonna use upon yourself. That even though the characters in the book that you're reading would fail, would die, would end in a tragedy, but everything they do, failure or success, you can use them as a reference for your actions and your reflection of yourself and your attitude and everything, so you can further better yourself as a person of the world. So I'm sorry if this book review is as bad as the quality of this video, but again, thank you for sticking with me. If you're still with me by this point, thank you very much. See you again. Bye bye.